So I've got all the points here, transferred all the points here, axis line. So we are following two rules to get the final weave. So first rule is all the lines in the boundary are visible. All the lines in the boundary are visible. So there are some points in the boundary here I've got. So here A1, B1, C1, D1 and A, B, C, D here some points. So these 2 points are in the middle, these 2 points are in the boundary, these points are in the boundary. So all the lines in the boundary are visible. So I've joined all the lines in the boundary. So this we can do it later. So all the lines in the boundary are visible. So I'm joining all the lines in the boundary, visible. So next, no two visible lines should cross each other. That means two visible lines. This is a visible line, this is a hidden line. So two visible lines cannot cross each other. A hidden line and a visible line can cross over each other, but two visible lines cannot overlap or overcross each other. So now to find out which is visible and which is hidden here, so we can follow this rule. You can see that in the third position the solid is like this. So as you can note, this face is closer to the observer. Here is the observer. So this face is closer to the observer. So the base is closer to the observer. So all the lines in the base are visible since it is closer to the observer. So the lines connecting the base, you can make it visible. So already two lines are visible. See other two lines which are connecting the base, this line and this line. So in the third position object is like this and it is closer to the observer. The base is closer to the observer. So these two lines will be visible. Since these two lines are visible, the third line which is connecting the third line, so object is like this is the base, these two lines are visible. The third line which is connecting to the base, that should also be visible. So it is obvious that this line is also visible. So this is how I get after joining the lines. So visible line, since the base is closer to the observer. Okay, so all the lines in the base are visible. So when two lines are visible, this is the third rule, two lines are visible, third line is also visible. Or when two lines are hidden, two lines are visible, the third line is also visible. Or when two lines are hidden, third line is also hidden. So this is the third rule. So here you can see two lines are visible since the base is closer towards the observer. All the lines in the base are visible. The third line which is connecting to these two lines is also visible. So you got all the visible edges. Now what about the hidden edges? So here accept this. So since these three faces, 1, 2, 3 faces are visible, whatever faces are below this, and faces here and faces here and faces here, must be hidden. So here you can see, so object is like this, solid is like this. So this face is visible, this face is visible, this face is visible. These three faces below this are hidden. So these three faces are hidden. So the lines connecting those three faces are also hidden. So you can follow this rule, two visible lines can cross each other, but a hidden line can cross over the visible line. So a hidden line and a visible line can cross over like this. So two hidden lines, since this face is away from the observer, this base is towards the observer when you look from the front. So this face is away from the observer. Okay. So these two lines are hidden. So when these two lines are hidden, obviously the third line which is connecting also should be hidden. So this is how you can get the final view of the solid.